Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Crow. Welcome to Stat 10, Summer 2023. This is a 6-week course, which will be very quick, starting on June 5th. Let's go over the syllabus and the topic outline first, and then we'll get into the format of the class, kind of what to expect in statistics, and how the course will be done. So this will be brief. You can read it, but I want to discuss it as we go. So I'm Dr. Crow. My office is Math 109, although I'm not going to be there. So you're going to have to uh, visit online. The link will be in Canvas on the homepage. My phone number is this, although it will just go right to my uh, voicemail and email. That's my office number. And I'll get it online. So the best way to reach me, of course, is through email. So email me if we want to meet. We'll meet on Zoom, and I can do that most times of the day and evening. I have 2 classes. I hope to not get them confused through the semester, through the summer, but that's why there's 2 numbers on your syllabus. All right, so time, location, etc. So this is fully asynchronous class, and you will be going to Canvas for most of your content, if not all of it, will be there. I don't have specific office hours because it's a part-time type class or a summer class, but you just need to request it, and I will meet, probably be able to accommodate the meeting time. So just ask, give me like a time frame that you want to meet, and I most likely will be able to accommodate. So the required text, officially we're using OpenStax, which is a free text online. I will uh, be supplementing with another text, which looks like this, some excerpts from it. This is Mendenhall 12th edition. So if you can pick it up, it probably would be good, but it's not required. I'll have most everything posted that you need. And that's where a lot of the homework will come from, and where you will use, you'll read more of the content. You can't, and then of course there's OpenStax, which will have the same content. It just may be formatted a little differently. So don't go out and buy a book. If you can pick up a cheap copy of this, like a PDF or something, that would be kind of cool. But I wouldn't spend a lot of money. They were ranging from, the newer versions were ranging up above $200, and I just couldn't do that. Not for this type of class. I do that for my calculus and above. Those are needed, but not for this level. All right, so prerequisite is intermediate algebra. You need to have intermediate algebra for the course. We do basic calculations and basic concepts that you would have learned in that type of class. And we will go over some of it, but I don't have time to go over a lot of it. I can post some of my college algebra videos. I don't have it complete, but probably most of what you would need. And the rest you could just find online. So the grading scale is this. I'll talk about what this means a bit later, but you have lecture notes means when you watch my videos, which I'll get to in a bit, I want you to take notes and turn those in. So it's basically an easy 60 points out of 600 to just turn those in. They need to be, not completely detailed, but they need to be as if you were to take notes on them and turn those in. And I'll have a place for you to do that in assignments. Then the quizzes are broken up into 2 parts, 25 points and 10 points. The 25 points is multiple choice, fill in the blank, true, false, that kind of thing. And the 10 points is you're turning in your work. So you will have written this out to do the calculations, to do, figure things out. notes, and you're turning that in, and that's pretty much an automatic 10 points. But if there's a discrepancy or something, and you want me to look at that, I can maybe look at that and increase the 25. So if you mark the wrong thing, but you come back and say, hey, but my notes that I just turned in did have it correct, I'll take a look at that. So I want you to practice doing written work. That's the key. But in this quick of a course, we want to be able to make it more streamlined for you. So this is per week. This will go over more in the topics, but this is per week. You're doing, you have quiz. So this, if you count this, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's each week you'll have something at the end. I took a while to decide the timing on that. It's basically due on Saturday night. There's really no good way to do it that's going to accommodate everyone, but the exam is due, or quiz and exam is due Saturday night. I open it Friday, and you have, I think, like 24 hours to do the quizzes. And then there's some leeway, which will be some points taken off that you could turn it in on Sunday. So that'll be the late work will have some repercussions this time. Not a lot. I'll probably take off 10%, but because it's so quick of a course, I want you to focus on that. The midterm will be a full written exam, and something happened to my pen. The written will be a written exam, and you'll have a week to do it. So let's see what happened to my pen. Okay, you'll have a week to do the midterm, so it'll be released the week before, and then during that week there'll be content to cover. So you'll have to look at that as you go. So that'll be week 3. Okay, and then the next 2 weeks you have the quizzes, and then you have the final exam. And then the quizzes are the same. There'll be multiple choice, fill in the blank, that kind of thing, and then you turn in your work. The final exam is fully written, and you'll have a week to do it. These are open book, open note from Canvas. So anything posted on Canvas you can use. I do not want you to use anybody else or anything else to do the exams and quizzes, but you can use anything posted. The books, you can use OpenStax or Mendenhall, but nothing else. No other books, no other resources. And I do know about all the resources. The grading scale is as follows. Basically, I have to use Canvas grading scale now. It's a district decision, administration decision, so the plus minus grades will be assigned in Canvas. I'm not even sure what they are. So whatever comes up, that's just what it's going to be. They're making it life more difficult on me, basically, and I'm not going to deal with it. So homework is assigned, but not collected. It will be used, however. Many problems will be the same problems as the quizzes. Not and in midterms and final, but mostly the quizzes will be, I would say, at least half, if not 2/3 of the problems, maybe 3 out of 5 of the problems will be directly from the homework. So you need to do your homework and to answer the questions. You don't want to do it on the spot. That I will write the quizzes with the intent that you have completed the homework and you can turn it, figure them out. Here's the basic outline for the exams and quizzes. So 1 through 6 seems like a lot, but it really isn't. 1 through 6, 1, 2, and 3, I believe, sections, and these go by sections in the outline, which I'll go over. Pretty quick. It's just summary. There's really no homework. I want you to get a feel for how you summarize statistical data and things like that. And then the only section that's really, I would say, you need a lot of time in is 6. So if you're kind of familiar with stuff, you can jump right to 6. Like if you know mean, median, and mode already, and some of the basic definitions. So maybe you had this in high school. I would jump right to chapter 6 and just practice those because that's the only section in that first one that will take a lot of time. And I would say is at the college level, essentially. And then after that, it's a couple of sections at a time, and those do take some time. And so there's a lot of content, a lot of sections, and it's will be difficult to just introduce it and have us do problems. But I'll do the best I can to present them and have you practice what I need, and then you'll reproduce those, and you'll have a basic understanding of how to do these concepts in statistics. Okay, let's go back to the top. The rest you can pretty much read on your own. Attendance is really just accessing Canvas, showing that you're doing stuff. Expectations, please read through that. I write this pertaining to obviously in class, but I tweaked it a little bit for online. Basically, there's no magic way of doing mathematics or anything difficult. You got to spend time on it and be dedicated on a daily basis, especially in this class. I mean, you have to do every day. You got to be doing something, given it that it's 6 weeks. Normally, this would be like 17. We would do this in 17 weeks. That's like a normal, or maybe 16 if you're at a different college. 16 weeks. Now we're doing it in 6, so everything is smashed together. Okay, and there's the basic weekly outline, which I already mentioned. Uh, you won't see on Canvas everything posted. I am building the class as we go. It would be impossible for me to get that far ahead in a class and do all the work while I'm doing my other classes during the spring. I tried, it just didn't work. So I will be basically a week ahead of you. Maybe hopefully I'll get further ahead eventually, but I'll be making videos and prepping the class as we go. So you shouldn't notice that. You'll see that everything you need to get going is in the right time frame. But if things happen, just let me know and I will change. I'll fix things. Things happen. There's so many things I have to click on to make it work. So if you see a discrepancy, please just email me and I'll fix it. Let's see. So also you need these different things for the class. Paper, pencil, eraser. You need that for the exam. So you're going to download the exam a week ahead of time. You're going to have it sitting there, posted up on your bulletin board or in your files or whatever. And you're going to be looking at that all week trying to get it done. Right. And then you're going to write it out, scan those pages into your phone or printer or whatever, make it into a PDF, and then upload it. That's how you are turning in your exams. Okay. So you have to do it that way. The quizzes will be online, all right? And then you'll still scan the work that you did and just write quiz number 1, your name, and then you'll upload it. And that's basically more like homework. Like you'll get full credit for that, but you'll still need to do that. We will be using statistical packages a little bit, not a lot. It's not that type of course, but I will introduce stuff about Excel in it. So you'll have some work to do. I've talked to engineers actually in different classes and different people, and most people use Excel for doing almost everything. There's other sophisticated packages for statistics you can use, but for the most part, from what I see, there's so much you can do with it. I actually did my statistical thing for my dissertation, and they use the Excel package in it to do all of it, do all the statistics in it. Okay, then the student learning outcomes, that's the basic gist of the course, what we need to cover. Personal note from me, please read that. Student behavior code. No videos, don't repost anything. I mean, if actually my YouTube's for this class will not be public. I do have a YouTube site, and I think only my Calc 1 course is public. I'm going to make maybe Calc 2, maybe Calc 3 public, but it's really just there for so I can link it to these courses. So please, if we have anything, any Zoom sessions or anything, you can't post any of that stuff. Can't, no pictures online, nothing like that. Okay. Quotes through the years. This is why we study mathematics. So please read through that. Got some cool ones in there from professors and different people. Just basic sayings about math. So let me go ahead and stop there. I try to keep the videos between 15 minutes and a half an hour max once we get into the lectures. And I'll be using the video, which I'll put in the corner, and uh, the written out. I write out all my lectures. In the beginning, I'll show you the book and just kind of go through stuff. It's really just the overview. But once we get into the nitty gritty, I'll be writing stuff out for you, and I will post all of those as well. Okay, so I'll see you next in going over the topic outline and the gist of the course.